one of these sayings that I had heard from people that I guess were successful. Obviously, we can define success in so many different ways, but the concept was that you could be fearful of something that you absolutely desired to have in this world. And success obviously can be defined in multitude of different arenas. Many look at money, and money provides freedom as success. Some would say success may be being a good father, a good husband, a good mother, a good wife, a good person in general. Success, no doubt, can come in many forms, but this concept of being afraid of success. Now, why would this ever even happen was my question. Why would, and am I possibly on that level of being afraid of success? And so by asking the question, I started to look at and realize that it's very probable, because with success, meaning that if I wanted to be a different version, to be a different level of success, which is human nature to want to strive to be better, to be different, it is no doubt what's been put in our systems to drive and drive and drive, and to have this restlessness, if you will, this restlessness that exists inside of us to be able to want to be more. And of course, you guys hear me all the time talking about this. This is across your world, in your body, in your purpose, like your spiritual connection, in your relationships, in your bank account, in your business, whatever it may be that you are seeking more of and constantly looking for ways to better yourself and better improve, because you know the opposite is that if you do not strive for this, you actually do not just stay still. You degenerate. Your mind degenerates, your body degenerates, your relationships degenerate, and that is a dangerous place to be. So back to this aspect of why would somebody be afraid to have success? And it's been summed up in so many different ways. For instance, you look at money. Well, money changes people. No. It enhances. It no doubt enhances, and you've probably heard this before. So if you're not afraid of money, if you're not afraid, what could you possibly be afraid of? And the concept today is identifying why you may be pushing success away solely because of this one key point. The fear of all fears is to be successful. And why would that be the fear of all fears? Why would somebody actually not want success or push away success? Just like they would push away one of the greatest fears, push away a snake. I don't want to touch a snake. I'm afraid of snakes. So here's the deal. Oftentimes, it's not necessarily the success, but what has to come with it. What you have to become to be able to get to where you're going. So your idea of success, your idea of who you want to be better in one or more of those areas that we talked about, has to evolve you. Meaning that the way that you currently show up, the way that you currently do life, has to die. And that's truly where most people get afraid. They're afraid that if they change, if they become this new version of themselves, nobody will understand. The problem is that they're right. And as you change, people don't understand. They like the old version of you for one reason or another. And this new version often scares people because it is often a reflection of the inaction that they're taking in their own worlds. They don't like somebody else around them doing something that they should be doing. And so what ensues is a cascade of what? Jealousy, frustration, hate even, starts to evolve around this. And so a lot of people are like, well, if I become this person that I want to become, my circle of friends may need to change. Or my family may distance themselves from me. Or, and you start to fill in the blank with a cascading effect of these fears that goes down of what would be. And no doubt, like a crystal chandelier that hits a concrete floor, in order to be more, to hit that success that you seek, you have to shatter your current self in millions of little pieces on that concrete floor. Murano glass chandelier as it hits concrete, if you can imagine that concept, shatters all over the place. So the concept is that you would have to embrace all the values, the work ethic, the belief systems that this new person that you seek would have. And as you can see, that's hard because you would have to let go of everything that's associated with you now. Now, that being said, is a concept that some people can change with you. Some people can love the change that they see in you. And often that's only because they're comfortable with themselves, or they're in the process of themselves changing and evolving as well. And they see that change in you and they celebrate it. But that's very rare. That is very rare. So the first and foremost thing and tip and trick that you need to grasp today, like I did, is that you do embrace this fear of success. We all have it. And the resistance is at its greatest because this is the fear of all fears. It's like you're stepping into the matrix. You step into the matrix, or you cross over this membrane, and it's like, and you're in a whole new world of people who don't get you. They don't understand why you do what you do. They don't get you. And because of that, they distance themselves. And the fear that you have right now, like I did at exploring this, the fear that you have to recognize is also one that you have to become okay with. Otherwise, what do? We push success away. It doesn't make any sense. I don't want that success because ultimately I have to change. I have to do things differently. And this is the fundamental reason, as I continue to explore this with people, with patients in the office, practice members, people that I work with, the single most important thing that will keep you from changing is the fear of what you have to become. And fear of what you have to leave behind. So the choice then, if you recognize this, the choice is, are you willing to shatter yourself on that concrete floor to be put together again on something new? Heard a gentleman use the concept of like lopping off an arm, soldering it, or cauterizing it. Not soldering it. Cauterizing it. Like literally dying one limb at a time, one piece by piece. Because the way you operate, your framework, your belief system, your mindset, all has to change in order for you to become what you seek. And the more comfortable that you get with this, the quicker you allow yourself to die and become again, the quicker success is upon you. So the question, the tip, and the trick is, what do you choose? Do you choose to succumb to the resistance of the fear that is right ahead of you? Or do you choose to jump and have courage into the face of that fear to become something more? To shatter the chandelier, to become something more, something better, something greater than you've ever experienced before. And so you have 10 minutes with me today, thinking about this concept. Could you be pushing away success for the fear of what you'd have to become? Up to you. You accept it and then make a choice. You deny it and the choice is upon you. In love and light, giving you tips and tricks. Definitely some things to think about. About to be above and beyond your normal self. Above and beyond just a life of surviving, a life of evolving and changing into a world of thriving. talk at you next time.